Hello you guys! Let's do something new and different. Let's go on an adventure together. Welcome to the crazy world of Pixelmon. Pixelmon is Minecraft with Pokémons. Many Pokémons. 8 generations of Pokémon. There's tiny peaceful Pokémon, water and flying Pokémon, and scary large Pokémon. My plan is to play for 100 days. And I have never played this mod before. How will this go? Will I even catch a single Pokémon? Or will I become a Pokémon master? Join me, and let's find out together. It was my very first day. Just me and my new best friend Charmander. Out in the woods.
What do I do? What do I do?
I got instantly confused on what I should do. This world confused me.
What's that? Is that a Pokemon? Are you a Pokemon? Look. Oh, that's not a Pokemon.
After a little while, I realized I had an objective, and it was to find a village. So that's what I decided to do. I tried to be smart by avoiding battling other Pokemons until I knew I could heal my new best friend. But I couldn't help myself.
Oh, almost dead. One more time. I'm not dead. Fainted. Almost fainted. It failed. The attack failed. Oh no, I got it.
And I kept on walking, and some more walking. And it was getting dark.
Who am I fighting? I can't even see the Pokemon.
There was no village in sight. But I did, however, see some interesting towers. And then I did some more walking until I almost died because how dark it is.
I don't wanna... Oh god. Thank God it was water there.
At one point though, I did something really bad. And I'd rather not talk about it, no.
I just murdered a Pokemon.
Day 2! Yay! Still walking. Thank you, game. I felt so bad for my action last night, but luckily, today, I got a chance of redemption.
Ooh, the Pokemon's hurting. Why are you hurting? Can I help you somehow? What's going on? You're so small, so cute. It's still hurting. Why are you hurting? Stop hurting yourself. No, it died.
You know, it still died, but I did what I could, you know? So I feel redeemed.
We have a Psyduck here. Hey! I captured a Psyduck!
It's nighttime again, and I still haven't found a village. I was cold, hungry, tired, and there was no sign of a village. Until it finally appeared in front of me.
Is that a village? Did I find a village? What is it? Oh, I found a village, finally! Only took me 2 days.
So I ate their food, healed up my Pokemon, and stole some items.
Hell, can I just steal all this stuff?
It's a new day, and now I finally feel like my Pokemon journey can begin.
All of his stuff. Oh, Jesus. You're a weird pal, you know that?
I talked to some of the villagers to hear what they had to say. Gave me some quests to do.
Shopkeepers, hello.
I went to the cute shopkeepers, thought I might sell some of the items that I stole the night before, so that I could buy a couple of Pokeballs. For the rest of that day, I didn't do much besides battling some Pokemons and checking out the gym. It was clear to me that I needed to get more Pokemons and level them up if I'm going to have a chance to win against this gym. It was getting dark, so I found a bed that I could sleep in.
Alright guys, I have a plan. I want to get to the top there. There's a lot of trainers, and they're higher level than me. So this day, I'm gonna get my Charmander up some levels and hopefully catch some nice Pokemon.
On day 4, I had no time to waste. So I started the day strong by capturing a Geodude.
Come with me.
I still needed to expand my Pokemon party, but I didn't want to capture every Pokemon that I saw.
I want cool Pokemons. I don't want all those monkeys there. I don't know what to call them. It just died. Why do Pokemon keeps dying?
The world of Pixelmon is crazier than I thought. I just saw another Pokemon die in front of my eyes. Nature is truly beautiful, but cruel.
I need to get into more Pokemon battles, but I'm not sure how to engage Pokemon battles. What about you, weirdo? Looks like a baby. Looks like a baby with a big head.
So I found more Pokemons that I could battle, but it took some time before I figured out how I could engage them. Normally they only engage me, but some of them didn't want to engage me. So I had to learn how to engage them myself. Then I just continued leveling up my current Pokemons until the day was over.
Hey you, girl. Do you mind if I just put my bed out here? Sure you don't.
I wanted to get to know these nice girls that I was staying at. I'm very grateful that they allowed me to sleep in their home. One of them were acting kinda weird, and the other one gave me a task.
Can you find a dungeon underground and tell me about it afterwards? Yeah, of course.
Then I went outdoors to battle a few Pokemons while exploring the environment around the village. At one point I decided I needed some resources. So I broke down a tree, crafted a workbench, made a pickaxe and mined some rocks and iron. Before I knew, it was getting dark, so I put down my pickaxe and rested for the day. We're on day 6 now. It was a beautiful morning. A flying steel Pokemon flew above me, so I tried chasing it down and capture it. But I couldn't reach it with my Pokeballs.
I don't remember being a hole there.
Those filthy Team Rocket was still lurking about. Something had to be done. I battled them, but it was a huge mistake. I barely escaped with my Pokemons.
The police lady is right here and there is Team Rocket. Why won't you deal with them for me?
It is time for a temporary home, so I started constructing. Suddenly I changed my mind. Why spend time building a home when there's many great houses here? Without asking, I moved in with the girls.
Hey, it's me again. I'm gonna move in here. Okay?
I set up my chest and made it feel like home.
Bed back there. Almost, the day is almost over.
The next day, I went exploring the cave that I recently came over. I continued level up my Pokemon to prepare them for the Poke Gym. My Pokemon didn't know about each other, so it was time that I introduced them.
Yep. Let's get Geodude in here with us. Yeah.
Then I spent the rest of the day exploring the cave and battling some more. Let's jump over to day 8. I did what I've done each day. I did some battles. I did some more battles. And finally, I battled. At least I'm earning some decent amount of XP. But then, right before sunset, something truly amazing happened. My Charmander evolved into Chameleon. What a great day. Today was the G-Day. The gym day. After all my hard days of training, I finally felt prepared to take out the gym leader and earn my first badge. I needed to warm myself up and my Pokemons beforehand. No Pokemon was safe near me that day. After defeating a few Pokemons, I made my move and walked it up to the gym. I battled the first minor boss. He had no chance against me. I kept the momentum going and went straight to the next guy. He too was defeated. And it was getting dark. So I dropped by the Pokemon Center and healed up my Pokemons. I went back home and slept. Day 10. And the G-Day continues. I climbed my way up to the next miner and defeated him. His friend above thought he could stop me. He too was defeated. Now, one man is left standing, and I was about to battle the actual gym leader. My chameleon had as much, if not more, fire in his eyes. He single-handedly took out every Pokemon the gym leader had. And he did it with barely any health. I won and I received my first badge, the Mineral Badge. We celebrated our victory today and look forward for the future glories. Nothing much happened on day 11. A rare boss appeared. I tried catching it, but it wouldn't work. So I thought I needed a better Pokeball, so I went over to the shop. But I somehow failed to read the text below that clearly said that you cannot catch a boss Pokemon. So I tried battling a few times, but I failed and went back to sleep. I think I spent enough days here in this village. The gym leader was defeated and I was looking for new experiences. I said goodbye to the girls and I did not look back. The sun was shining bright on me this day. I don't know where I will go, but I will keep moving forward. I came over a fisherman, but I don't care too much about that. Then I met a fellow trainer. He was many levels below me, so that went buttery smooth. Then suddenly, completely out of the blue, a legendary Pokemon was standing in front of me. The legendary Groudon. I knew it was a lost cause, but I engaged it. It completely destroyed my Pokemons, and when I tried to catch it, it broke free in an instant. I was left defeated. All my Pokemons are fainted. No Pokeballs left in my pockets, and he still stood there. I was nothing to him. I had no choice but to leave. Luckily, there was a Poke Center in a viewing distance, so I stayed in the village overnight, healed my Pokemon, looted some items, ate some food, and talked to the villagers. I started the day by capturing a Krabby. After being in the desert for so long, I dived straight into the fresh, nice water. I saw a Magikarp down there, but it was a too low level for me. Then I came upon a beautiful village in the savannah. There was no gym here, it seems. However, there were many good and new Pokemons. And those who wouldn't accept my Pokeballs, I battled. I caught the Fire Lion Pokemon. It was level 36. That is way higher than other Pokemons. Apparently, I can ride it too. That's going to be great for my journey. It was nighttime, but I had no plans to sleep. Another boss Pokemon appeared. Those that I cannot capture, but I was going to defeat it. And I did. I received a couple of items, including a keystone, whatever that is. Then I went to talk to Officer Jenny.
Have you seen any signs of Team Rocket? I heard rumors they are seen nearby. Yeah, he's actually standing right behind you.
Day 14. Nothing much happened, but at the same time much did happen. Started the day by capturing a level 50 Pokemon. That's insane. Sadly, it was sent to a PC, and I had no PC available. So that's my goal now. Find a PC and a new Pokegym. My newly captured Pyroar will be very useful. We ran further and faster than ever. Came over some Poke Centers, but there's no PC there. Then we came across another village, no gym there either, but I caught a Pokemon and left. It was nighttime, but that's not going to stop us. We kept running over fields and forests. It started to rain, my first day of rain.
First time it's raining.
Captured some more Pokemon. On day 15, my Krabby evolved into Kringler. Then I climbed the mountains to look around. On my way down, I captured another level 50 Pokemon. I must find a PC soon. I have so many high level Pokemons that I want to take advantage of.
I got it.
I heard and I found a Pikachu. That's a must catch for me. So I did. It was getting dark again. Still, I wanted to keep moving. Capture another cool Pokemon that I'm not familiar with. It was level 50 as well. Can't believe how many good Pokemons I've captured.
What? I got it!
Our village was in sight, and I should be able to reach it by morning. Early in the morning, I arrived, and I did the usual things that I always do whenever I see a Pokemon Center and a store. Then I just looked around, and for some dumb reason, I thought this village had nothing left to offer me. Even though I was staring straight at a new gym. Yes, that's a gym, and I completely unintentionally ignored it. So I left the village without knowing there was a gym there. The next day, I arrived at a new biome. Mixed feelings about this biome. It's colorful, but feels empty. I captured a couple of Pokemons there. Saw a very strange structure. It was really cool, but at the time I didn't know what it was. There was nothing I could do with it. But at some point later I realized these towers are to summon the legendary Pokemon Moltres. At nighttime I came across a new village with a Pokemon gym that I actually did notice.
Boss. Aha. We train our Pokemon in tall grass. Set up blah 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 blah.
I waited until morning before I tried battling the bug gym. I jumped between the leader and minor bosses. I did this for the entire day and I won against most of the miners, but I lost against the gym leader. On day 19 I didn't do much. A new boss Pokemon spawned, but I lost to it. And I told myself, if I'm going to have a chance to win against these Pokemons here, I needed to get a PC to access my Pokemon. Around nighttime, I started digging into the ground. Since I haven't found a PC yet, I decided to build one. I was mainly looking for redstone, but I also collected anything else useful. Eventually, I found some type of ravine. So I set up a crafting table. Before I explored further, I melted down some iron to get better tools. I captured a Pokemon. I found many materials that I was not familiar with, but I collected them either way. I gotta say, many weird things happened down here. Eventually I came across diamond, but it was only one block. But just a few seconds later I came across many blocks of diamond, and there was redstone right above it too. Perfect! Now I can finally get out of here. I must admit, being down here in this cave for so long, it had changed me. I entered as a boy, and I left as a psychopath. Finally, I was out, and it was day 21? I haven't been down there for 2.5 days or something. Now I understand why I did those things that I did. Well, can't think about that anymore. I must now craft a PC. Turns out, thanks to my diamonds, I can also make myself a Pokemon healer machine. But I'm going to wait with that until I have a settlement. I had almost everything to build myself a PC, but I needed to craft a redstone lamp. And to build that, I needed glowstone. So I've been searching for that the entire day. I came back at sunset and I realized I've been standing on top of glowstone the entire time. Finally, the PC was crafted and I could access all of my Pokemon. So I switched out many from my current party with new ones. And for the rest of the night, I just played with my Pokemons. It was fun.
Pika Pika? Hey Pikachu, come here. Pikachu?
Day 22. I spent the entire day trying to battle the bug gym. Looks like their Pokemon was the same level as mine. I lost to everyone there. Apparently not all of my new Pokemon had great moves. At nighttime a Blaziken appeared. I tried catching it. I really did. But it escaped each time. I even ran to the store to buy more Pokeballs. But still it didn't want to get captured. Then I tried weakening it. It's a good idea, but a terrible execution by me. I ended up defeating it instead and it was gone. That really sucked.
No!
On day 23, I learned that I can use a tool called auto mapping. It's a really cool feature that I would like to take advantage of. It will map out everything around me and it's really nice seeing stuff instead of walking blindly all the time. I was determined to train and level up my Pokemon, mainly Charmeleon, for the rest of the day. I battled each Pokemon I saw. At some point later, a rare Pokemon spawned. It was a weird looking Slowbro. I won against it, and I earned some good items. I received an XP all thingy. This is perfect for me right now. Then I can level up all my Pokemon equally, and at the same time. As the day continued, so did my training. No breaks for me or my Pokemon. Even when it was getting darker, we kept going, and we kept battling the entire night. It's day 24, and I'm still out there battling Pokemons, and I don't intend to stop. I saw a super duper tiny Ponyta. It was hilariously small. I should have captured it, just to see if it was possible to ride it. I battled a trainer who had a really cool Pokemon, a Gyarados. I hope I will capture that one at some point. Sometime later, I decided to do some exploring. Did some battle along the way, of course. But I wanted to look at the village on the other side of the hill. I knew already that there was a gym there, thanks to the auto mapping. I went down there to check it out closer. I arrived in the middle of the night, because I did some battling along the way. Also, my quest was out of control. I have accepted too many and completed too few. Other than that, I didn't do much more, besides doing more battles. Day 25. I kept on battling, until the greatest thing happened.
Yes, finally! You evolved! I got a Chaosyr! Hell yeah! Can I ride you? Oh, please tell me I can ride you. Oh, oh, we're flying! We're actually flying! We're flying! Nothing can stop us now! Whee! Oh, no!
Then the worst thing happened. I died. First death. I didn't even think I could die in this mod. I'm very glad that I spawned in the other village nearby. I was worried sick that my items will despawn, so I tried getting back as quickly as possible. I seriously had no control over my Charizard. I had no clue how to fly him. He just kept going upwards at a high speed. I didn't have the luxury to learn how to fly him, so instead I jumped off and aimed for the water. Luckily, I managed to collect all of my loot, and I think that was enough flying for now. It's about time I checked out the Pokemon gym. It was a Mystic gym. Surprise surprise, I lost against the first minor boss. So I decided to fly back to the other village again. I placed all my trust in Charizard, and I was slowly learning how to control him, but I was not quite there yet. For now, I'm just happy that I arrived on the ground alive. I have died twice now. That is not good, especially when I'm carrying my badge and other valuable items. It is time for me to find a good location where I can build my perfect home. My own Pokemon headquarters. So me and my Charizard went looking. We flew for almost the entire day. It was really nice to travel by air like this. We couldn't really find anything. At some point I returned back to the two villages with the gyms. Cause you know what? This is the perfect location. I like the biome. It's next to the ocean. I have two populated villages with gyms. So I chose the small hill in the middle between the villages to be my new home. I cleared out some trees, made myself a crafting table along with a chest and a furnace, spent the rest of the night thinking and slowly building my first structure. I wanted to use some red and white blocks, and I knew there was a single Poké Center nearby, so I flew over there and demolished it and collected everything. Doing just that one task took the entire day. I made some more tools and did some landscaping. I wanted to flatten out an area into a rectangular shape. The idea was to build a personal battle arena. Spent some time figuring out a nice size for the Pokeball. This project won't be completed today. There are still some materials that I need. Then I went back to the other building. The plan was to build a storage house. Nothing much else to share. I kept working overnight. It's day 29, and I'm still building. The roof is nearly complete. Then I started building on another structure. A tiny Poke Center, where I would place my healing machine in. Thought I may build some walls outside where I could hang up my badge and future badges. Day 30. Nothing interesting happened on day 30. All I did was jumping between my projects, and nothing got completed. After constructing for many days, I wanted to do something else, so I jumped on my Chaosyr and flew away. I came across one of those towers similar to the one we saw in my first day. I made myself a way in. Apparently it's a ghost tower, and I battled my way up. Defeated each ghost Pokemon on every floor. Nothing too exciting. I didn't receive anything, so I flew to other places for the rest of the day. Day 32. I made it to a village with the fire gym. Defeated the first minor boss. However, I had huge issues with the second boss. I went back and forth between him and the Poke Center all night long. It's a fire gym, so I needed a water Pokemon. I dived into a lake nearby and caught a Magikarp. I arrived at my settlement the next day to switch out my Pokemon. Then I went around the area just to level up my Magikarp until it evolved into Geddes. I told you I would get it. My Geddes was still at a very low level. I spent the entire day just leveling it up. I also caught a Cyndaquil. I forgot to mention that I didn't have enough materials for both the PC and a healing machine. So I went for the PC back then. But now I wanted my healing machine. So I crossed the ocean to find more medical centers. The only way I knew how to get those aluminium pieces was by destroying a healing machine. It was a snow biome on the other side. I'm glad to see something new. I found a Poke Center right away. Not to brag or anything, but I'm getting pretty good at flying my Charizard now. This was a new Pokemon Center. Never seen a similar one before. And I even had 2 healing machines and a PC. That's great. Then I just flew around to see what I could find. I came across an interesting village. It had a gym and also another strange structure. I had to take a closer look. There was a trophy there. Perhaps if you had enough badges you can go here. I'm not sure, to be honest. I checked out the gym and I lost against the first dude. So I turned around and walked out with what pride I had left. I keep finding new gyms, but I haven't won against any one of them yet. The next day I arrived back home and went straight to the crafting table, created my own Pokemon healing machine. Placed it inside my tiny Pokemon Center. For the rest of that day I just stayed home and battled Pokemons in the area. Day 37. What can I talk about day 37? I added a new roof to my little Pokemon Center, battled some more Pokemon. I tried fighting the bug gym again, but got completely destroyed. Good day. After losing so much, I needed to get away for a couple of days. So me and my Charizard spent some quality time together, just cruising around. We had a lot of fun. We flew and flew, dropped down on each village we saw and plundered all the items they had. Eventually, we made it back to where it all started, back to the first village and gym we came upon. Even my old friend was there, still staring at the wall like she did when I left. We had a battle, and I won. A lot of things have changed since I started. I have lost a lot recently, but winning against an opponent that I lost to before gives me the hope that I need. Then I flew some more, and we were above the forest that we spawned in 40 days ago. This is what I need. This is exactly what I needed. I have more motivation now than ever. We flew back in a rapid pace, like there was no tomorrow. Because you know why? I'm going to win. I'm gonna win against those bug people. This is my moment to shine. I reorganized some items, added some missing blocks to the house. I tried battling a boss Blaziken, but I failed. Caught a Kangaskhan soon after, and that's pretty much that. Did fight some other Pokemons, of course. I always do that. Day 42! There is no day 42, because I didn't press the record button. But luckily, nothing worth mentioning happened. Day 43 is a weekday. I battled some Pokemon. I tried again against the Mystic Gym, but I failed once again. I flew across the ocean, far away to a village. I defeated some trainers there. The next morning, I was still in the same village. A new boss Pokemon spawned, and I'm not going to lose against it. I did lose against it. Many times. I battled it until nighttime, until I finally won. Then I looted a sandcastle. On day 45, I arrived back home and I did some boring organization of my recent items. Day 46, I was talking to my Pokemons. Told them to do better. Told them we need to do better. Then I did some battles, and I lost against the bug gym again. Day 47, and I broke my way into the roof of the gym to battle the leader right away. But that went as well as you can expect. So I returned home, continued working slightly on my Pokemon arena. Then I wanted to build something new. A Pokemon breeding machine. I looked at what materials I needed, and I crafted it. I'm so glad I stole this flower pot at some point. It was getting dark outside, and I wasn't sure where to place my breeding machine, so I waited until morning. The next day I woke up and found the area that I liked. I placed down my breeding machine, cleared out some grass in the area, but to be completely honest, I have no idea how this machine works. So the only thing I did was just select some Pokemons that I liked that was different genders. I can't imagine what I'm doing is going to work. Place some fence to enclose the area. I don't know. I don't think Grimer was a good choice, so I selected another one. After doing some training, I went out to collect some sand in a desert close by. I didn't have any glass windows back home, so I wanted to craft some. Collected until it became nighttime, then I went back home to make some glass. On day 49, I had a great idea that would make my home much better. I grabbed my shovel and started digging. The plan was to create a small lake for my Pokemons. I made it only 1 block deep for now, because it's going to make it much easier to fill and level out the water. Then I went back to the loot house and picked up those windows and placed them. I looked at my crafting table and I noticed that I could craft a fossil cleaner. I haven't found any fossils yet, but when I do, I want to have the machine ready. I was thinking a lot about where to place my cleaner. I decided to build a tiny laboratory underground, so I found a spot that I liked and started digging. And I kept digging and working on this for the entire day, and also nights. It's a new day, and I'm almost done with this laboratory. I made a workbench and placed my fossil cleaner on top of it. Then I went back to my lake. I was carrying some ice blocks, so I figured I might just place them there and melt them later. A boss Pokemon appeared, and you know what? My Chaosyr took it out in one move. I got a XP candy thingy, and I used it on my Charizard. Before going to sleep, I went back to the laboratory, added some lights, and more workbenches. Considering I have a laboratory now, I wanted to start my search for fossils, so I made myself a diamond pickaxe and went searching for a cave that I've seen previously. I found it around sunset and I made my way down. It was a deep hole. There was a mob spawner down there. I don't think those are part of this mod, but I broke it out either way and looted the chest. Apparently it's a new day and I'm still searching for fossils. I came upon some firestones, but they were in a very dangerous spot and I had to be extremely careful when collecting them. Then I just kept mining until I fell into a dungeon. I like and hate these dungeons. They are cool, but I always get lost in them. And I kept running down there in circles probably until the next day. I found another spawner, and not long after, some diamonds. I kept searching for the fossils a little longer, but I saw nothing. So I decided it was time for me to get out of there. I made myself a way up, and when I got some fresh air, it was nighttime. I built a little box around the entrance for next time I wanted to go down. I went back home to store my loot. Then I wanted to continue working on my lake. Brought a couple of buckets with water and started filling it. I'm so happy there's a small pond right behind the battle area, so moving the water from the pond to the lake will be very fast. We're on day 54 and I kept on filling my lake with water. I ran back and forth. After a little while I was done filling and my lake was completely leveled and filled with water. I was a little bit confused however. I thought the water had glitched out in one spot. Turns out it was just one of those ice cubes that I forgot to break. Now I can focus on making it deeper, so I started shoveling. Digging underwater was a slow process, but I had an excellent idea. I dug out a cave of some sort below the lake. I can remove the dirt and rocks much faster this way. And once I was happy with the cave I guess, I removed the layer between the lake and the cave. Before the day was over, I battled a boss and received a rare candy. Nice.
I got a rare candy.
Turns out I wasn't completely ready for fossils yet. I needed another fossil machine. To make the final fossil machine I needed to craft many different parts. One of those was a display. I had most of the materials I needed to craft it besides obsidian. So I went back into my cave. I found some lava and turned it into obsidian and mined it. Then I returned home and crafted a display. I needed more aluminium plates to craft the final piece I needed to actually build the fossil machine. Luckily I had some aluminium ingots, so I made myself an anvil and a golden hammer. And I smacked those ingots into plates. Making the hammer golden was probably not the smartest idea. It broke almost right away. The next day I made a new hammer out of diamonds. A bit overkill, but whatever. So I smacked the final ingot some more. Made a more dedicated spot for the anvil. Turns out I still need one more aluminium plates. But for the rest of the day I decided to make a nice path between the main house and the lake. Later at nighttime I went out to find the last aluminium plate. I returned home and crafted the final fossil machine and placed it in my lab. My lab was darker than I liked, so I placed some more lights inside it. It's a bit unrelated, but I went into my settings and changed how lighting works, and it looks 10 times better now. Don't you all agree? Gyarados also wanted a night swim. On day 57, I wanted a new experience, so I started constructing my portal to the nethers. But I didn't have enough obsidian, so I went down into my cave to collect more. Down there, a poor ghastly had fell into lava and was suffering a lot. I have already seen too much death. I needed to save it. The ghastly was so happy that I saved him that he allowed me to capture it. That's very kind, but I'm probably going to ghost it. But the next day I finished the portal and enter it. I hope to find something cool. I learned the hard way that flying down here is not going to be so easy.
Jesus Christ.
I managed to have a successful takeoff. I needed to be extremely careful. I only needed to do one mistake, and I could fall into lava, and it would be hopeless to retrieve my loot. Even though it was a terrifying place to be in, it was extremely fun and exciting to just fly around. I searched for a fortress. I imagined that would be a place to find some good loot and Pokemons. A fortress was found and it was a new day. I searched for some stuff while I was down there, but there really wasn't anything good in that fortress. I saw an interesting Pokemon as I left, thought I might weaken it and then throw a Pokeball, but I defeated it instead. Typical.
Oh my goodness.
I had enough of this place. It was dark, dangerous, no loot. Not a place for me or my dear Pokemons. So I returned to the land of the sane. Let's jump over to the next day. I battled some Pokemon, found a rare item that I totally forgot about and never used. Looks like it was a very useful item to have in battles. Oh well. Then I did some more training and saw the tiniest Pokemon ever. So cute. A new day, a new adventure. I already traveled to another biome. Battled some Pokemon there. I saw a green or shiny boss Pokemon flying around. I battled it and earned new items. I've lost count on how many times I've lost to the bug gym. To put things into perspective, it's been over 40 days since I first arrived here and battled the bug gym. Over 40 days. But things have changed. I've done a lot of great training, and my best friend Chaosyr have become extremely powerful now. He is almost at level 60. It was time to fight the bug gym again. It's time for another G-Day. Charizard only needed 2 attacks to take out the giant bug. Gym leader sent out the next Pokemon. My Charizard responded with his flamethrower. Instant knockout. His next Pokemon attacked back. I laughed. It barely tickled my Charizard. Then Charizard barely opened his mouth and his Pokemon fell to the ground. This was going extremely well until Charizard missed his attack. The gym leader responded by a powerful attack that almost fainted my Charizard. He withdrew his Pokemon with another. Charizard did not like that and completely destroyed the new Pokemon. I could tell Charizard took this fight personal. The gym leader didn't have many Pokemons left, and he sent out another. Charizard wanted to keep going until the very end. The gym leader sent out his final Pokemon. Charizard's tail was burning more than ever. He was excited, like myself. Instant knockout again. We won! We finally won and earned a new badge, the Bug Badge.
I did it, you guys! In your face, lady!
I was home the next day. Charizard got healed. I hung up my new badge on the wall. I battled a Pokemon in my arena. And to celebrate our victory, I took down our tiny Poké Center. We deserved something bigger and cooler. It's time for some upgrades. So I spent the rest of the day taking it apart. It's day 63, the first day of construction. I had a much larger vision this time around. No doubt this is going to take some time to complete. Started by creating the shape that I wanted. I picked the same location because I wanted to be at the edge to get a nice view over the village below. I worked the entire night and kept working the next morning too. I didn't want any Pokemon to spawn below my Pokemon Center, so I filled it up with dirt. Made a small Pokeball in the middle. I added some cobblestone around the Pokeball and filled the rest of the area with dirt. At nighttime, I started replacing the wooden floor. Suddenly something random happened. Some Pokemon was fighting in the battle arena.
They're having a Poke battle. Oh, he died.
Funny. We're on day 65 now, and the floor was complete. Then I started on the walls. The idea was to build a circle with red and white walls to look like you were in a Pokeball. I took a little break to fly around. I came over a Lapras. That is one of my favorites. So I caught it, and it was actually a pretty nice level. The next day I worked some more, but I realized I no longer had a healing machine, and I lacked the materials to build a new one. So I flew out to gather more aluminium plates. Let's jump over to day 67. I came over a village, defeated a boss Pokemon, got some more aluminium plates and flew back home to craft a new healing machine and placed it inside my Poké Center. I looked up a recipe to craft an item finder. This could be useful. The next day I moved some of my loot from the loot house to the Poké Center. I wanted to have a better system, like a dedicated chest for TM moves and so on. I went ahead and tried my new item finder. I did not understand how it worked. It made some clicking sound, but that's about it. So I went around for a long time trying to understand it. I came over a Pokemon that I believe is somewhat rare. Took some time, but I caught it. It's a new day and I still don't understand how this item finder works. The only thing I've learned is that it makes a clicking sound within a certain area. But I've been walking around that area for a long time without seeing any items. Eventually, I saw something. Turns out the items are hidden and not visible. That explains a lot, because I was looking for Pokeballs on the ground.
It was hidden.
I returned home, because I'm going to do some fossil hunting again. But I had a different plan. I've learned that you can find fossils at the bottom of the ocean. I don't have any gear or potion that would allow me to stay underwater for a long time. But do you know what they do have? Doors. Who needs anything else? I brought my doors and flew down to the beach. I believe I have to go very deep to find the fossil. Can't risk drowning, so I used the door as much as I could. I went deeper and deeper. Then I saw my first fossil. Placed the door right next to it and picked it up. Since I'm already down here, I should try to find as many as possible. I found a few more before I reached the shore. It's a new day and I have crossed the ocean.
Oh baby, I walked along it.
I decided to go back into the water in hopes of finding more fossils. There were other stuff down there. I found some water stones. Eventually I came back to my side. Then I flew home and entered the laboratory. Since I had multiple fossils, I wanted a dedicated chest for them in the lab. I placed one of the fossils in the cleaning machine and waited till it was done. Once it was clean and shiny, I placed it inside the main machine. While waiting for the machine to turn the fossil into a living Pokemon, I cleaned another fossil. The next morning I returned to my Poké Center and continued working. I added a missing white wall. If you guys wonder where I get all of my blocks from, I collect them off camera from different places. When it became nighttime, half the roof was done, and I went back into the lab to check out my new Pokemon.
Ooh.
It was an Aerodactyl. That is actually the only fossil I hope to find. Then I put another clean fossil into the machine and added roof to the other side of my Poké Center. It's a new day and the roof is almost complete. I ran out of blocks sadly. Then I added a few ceiling lights and one in the middle of the Pokeball. For the rest of that day, I just did some training and checked in with my fossils. Much later I came across a boss Pokemon. I fought against it until the next morning, but I never managed to defeat it. I didn't do much else that day besides some more training and searching for random items. It's day 74. At the beginning of the day I flew around my home base to get a different view on it. Tried my luck again in the Mystic Gym. I actually defeated the first minor boss. I don't think I mentioned this the last time, but this gym here is filled with invisible walls and I couldn't find a path to the next boss. So I cheated a little by digging a pathway under the gym. It worked and I engaged a battle. But karma got me twice for cheating. First, the minor boss defeated me. Secondly, I had fallen into a deep hole with water while battling. And I tried to get out, but I drowned.
Are you joking me?
So I had to go back to collect my stuff. That went well at least. Day 75, and I went out and collected more random items with my item finder. I visited the fire gym again. Been a while since I last was here. I battled that one annoying, mean miner boss for the entire day. Even though I'm losing, my Pokemon is earning a lot of XP. I kept on battling him, even the next morning. Eventually I got sick of that guy, and made my way around him to get to the next boss. I won against that guy on the first try. Then I went back to the annoying miner boss and actually won. I followed the path up till I met the next miner boss. He defeated me multiple times, so you know what? I just got rid of him. I took a little break and defeated another boss Pokemon and flew away from there. I arrived at a new village that had a flying gym. Early in the morning I checked it out and battled the first miner, but I got defeated as usual. On my way back to the Poké Center, another boss Pokemon appeared. I defeated it and received a freaking Master Ball.
Oh, I got a Master Ball!
I went back to the bird gym to challenge them again. I actually defeated the first one.
Hey, you won.
And made my way to the second guy. Won again. Had to do some parkour to climb up this gym. And I failed a few times. Once I made my way to the next guy, I got defeated each time. So I decided to fly straight to the gym leader. That didn't go very well for me.
Oh my goodness.
Let's jump to the next day. I was done with this gym for now, so I left. Do you guys remember when I saw a legendary Pokemon in my early days? Now that I have a Master Ball, I could easily capture it. Last time it spawned in a desert biome, so I found one near me and walked it around in hopes that it would appear again. But it never did. Eventually I came upon a new gym, a water gym.
Woohoo! It's actually a pretty cool gym.
I battled the first boss, but I got defeated. I don't have many anti-water Pokemons besides Pikachu, so I marked this gym on my map for another time. It was dark again, and I was high up in the mountains. In the morning I was still up there, and caught a new Pokemon. I honestly don't remember why I was up there. Perhaps I needed to get out some frustration after losing so many times. I came upon another gym, an ice gym. Kinda ironic that the ice gym was in the desert. That didn't seem right. I just left without checking it out. Funny enough, when it was nighttime again, another ice gym appeared. I think the game really wants me to check it out, so I broke my way in and defeated the first miner boss. It's morning and I defeated another one, then one more, until all the miner bosses were defeated. This is going very well, and I will soon earn my next badge. I challenged the gym leader, then suddenly, completely out of the blue, the battle stopped.
What?
That was strange. So I healed up my Pokemons and tried again. And wouldn't you know, the battle stopped again. And I received the same error message. What is going on? I tried one more time, but the same thing happened. Isn't that very typical? I find a gym that I'm actually winning at, but no! I'm not allowed to win apparently. So I flew back home and stored all the recent items that I have found. The next day I collected some more sand. I wanted to upgrade my lake with a beach. I think I deserve that.
Here we go. A bit nicer, I guess.
And I just stayed at home for the rest of the day. made some tasty beef, and more or less completed my Poke Center. I also defeated a new boss Pokemon that gave me another rare candy.
Ooh, another rare candy.
Day 83. Literally nothing happened at day 83. So let's just skip that and continue with day 84. Day 84 was a good day. I spent some more time in the desert, hoping the legendary would spawn. Sometime later I traveled to a village that I haven't been in, and there was a gym there. I went inside and got a huge surprise. This gym here only had Pokemons around level 20, while all of mine are around 50 to 60. At first I was really confused. Then it all made sense. Apparently the first few gyms you came upon would be locked to a certain level. And I must have walked past this village and gym without knowing very early on. I did do a lot of traveling. All the gyms I've been to besides the very first one had Pokemon equal to my level. Anyhow, I defeated every minor boss and the gym leader using my Gyarados alone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, what an entrance. I gotta give you that. That was very cool.
The gym leader's cave had many things inside it. So I stole basically everything down there that I thought was interesting. He even had some fossils. Then I looked for my way out.
You said exit, right? Oh. Whoa. This is a crazy exit. There. Damn. Alright. I don't know, man. That was actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Oh. Oh no. The forest is on fire. What the hell? Who did this? Crazy. Global warming, you guys. It's happening. It's real. Urgh.
I was in a new village and it had a gym. To clarify, this is not the same gym that I ignored back in my early days.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who decided to settle down here? Look at this building.
I've seen many villages by this point, but nothing as crazy as this. This was a dangerous place to live in. This gym, however, had Pokemon equal to my level. Still, I took out the minor bosses without much problem. The only issue was that there were many, extremely many of them. Like, they never stopped appearing. I lost count on how many I've battled. All of them were easy to beat, until one guy with a crab. He defeated me each time. So I cheated once again as usual and skipped him and flew up to the gym leader. The gym leader was tough, for sure. We battled for the rest of the night until the next day. I did something that I haven't done in any previous battles. I used revives on my Pokemon during the battle. And I used it many times. The sun was shining bright and I finally defeated him after a long, intense Pokemon battle.
I won! Oh my goodness. It's a good day, huh?
I went back into the gym and stole every boulder they owned. I had some time left with daylight, so I spent some more time in the desert again. I really wanted to capture that legendary Pokemon. Nothing appeared, and I flew back home. I had some item organization to do. I checked in with the lab. I totally forgot I had a new Pokemon down there.
Where's the Pokemon? I totally forgot I put you there.
I created a new wall to hang up my new well-earned gym badges. It's a new day, and I wanted to do some decoration around my property. I started by hanging up some poster or flag. I made the center pathway larger, and instead of just using cobblestone, I mixed it up a little with some gravel and anthracite. Some variety goes a long way. Even though there's a lot more to do around here, it's slowly getting better. Forgot to add some stairs to the Poke Center before, so I did that now. I went around my entire property and placed down those nice boulders, and I had a lot of them. So that took some time. It's day 89 now. I picked up my last fossil Pokemon and jumped on Chaosyr. I was determined to find that legendary Pokemon, so I walked in the desert again. After walking for a while, it was sunset and no sign of the legendary Pokemon. At night I caught a weird looking frog Pokemon, and then something even weirder appeared in the sky.
What is that?
I tried to fly into it, but it had no effect. And suddenly, it was gone.
Where is it gone? What was that?
Day 90! Only 10 more days until I have completed my 100 days in Pixelmon. I am still in the desert. But not any desert. I'm actually in the same desert I crossed when I left my first village. Since it did appear here once, it might appear again. I hope. Everything here was new and mysterious to me at first, but now I feel like I know these lands. I've been here a while. Anyhow, I kept on searching. Figured riding a Pokemon would increase the amount of Pokemon spawning. I definitely didn't want to fly because I feel less Pokemon spawn then. The sun was getting low, and I thought I failed once again. But wait.
It's right over there. It's right over there. Oh baby, baby, baby. Oh baby, baby, baby. Oh, I gotta use my. I think I'm just gonna use my Master Ball. I take no chances with this guy. Oh yes! Yes! Oh come on. Waiting. Yeah, I got him! I got the legendary baby. Nice. Look at this beast. It's so big one too. I can ride him. Woo! I'm so happy. Look at you. Oh, worth it, worth it, worth it.
During the night I traveled to another village, with a gym not far away. This gym was hidden well within the terrain. It's not weird I didn't notice it on the map before.
Ah. Ooh. Ooh. He's so nice and shiny. Oh. Oh, this is so cool. For the gym. Hey, mister. Strange paths I have to take here. Oh, he's level 33? What? He's so low level. Oh, look at this. Look at this small Venusaur. What? Ah. I'm sorry. Who's next? So, I guess I was supposed to fight this gym way earlier. And now I'm way too OP. This is so cool. I love these cool gyms. They're amazing. Where's the way out of here? There, I found a way out. Ooh, this is cool. This is so cool. Is here the gym leader? Of course it's a maze. Well, it wouldn't be a maze. Oh, I made it. Hey, mister. Give me all your eggs. Out. Ooh, he's a big one. Check out my Pokemon.
As you can imagine, because of their low level, I defeated the gym leader very easily.
Oh, that's a more appropriate size for a Venusaur. I'm sorry though.
This is probably one of the coolest gym I've seen and experienced. I'm glad I found it eventually. During the night I came over another rock gym. This is also a new one. Not the one I ignored before. I had no intention of defeating the gym leader here. I just wanted to battle the miners to level up the rest of my Pokemon party. I kept doing that until morning. and after a little while I got bored and went home again. Did some more decoration, set up a wall for my badge. Later I went back to the fire gym. I had already defeated every miner, only the gym leader was left standing. The Pokemon battle was more or less pain-free, thanks to my new legendary Groudon. I received a TM and a heat badge.
Take all, thank you.
I liked the pillars the gym leader had, so I took some with me. Not all, I left enough behind so that the roof didn't fall down. I returned home, hung up my new badge, placed those pillars along the path down to the lake. The next morning I added some seating areas inside my Poké Center. Picked up my fossil and tried challenging the Mystic Gym again.
Come on.
We had a good fight, me and the gym leader. Sadly, he defeated me. After healing my Pokémons, the legendary Pokemon Latios appeared above me. It flew over the village. I ran after it while throwing my Pokeballs, but I missed every time. I needed to get up in the air. I flew after it, but I couldn't hit it. I was wasting my Pokeballs this way, so I tried throwing my Pokemon at it instead and engaged a battle. That was not an easy task. I kept on missing. Eventually, I hit it, and we started a battle. I wanted to weaken it a little bit before throwing my Pokeballs to increase my chances of a capture.
Almost killed it.
I had originally 20 Pokeballs on me, and now I'm down to 1 Pokeball. I threw it. It broke free, and there was nothing else for me to do besides defeating it.
Sad. What, you healed my Gyarados? Oh, now I feel bad for hurting you. What? He healed me more! Very confused. Oh, now you hurt me. This is a sad day.
What a sad day. I was so happy when I first saw it. I really wish I had more Master Balls. It's day 96 and I tried challenging the Bird Gym again, but I failed. Later at night I arrived at the gym. This is the gym that I left behind many days ago. All the Pokemons here were between level 40 and 50. Still pretty high, but my Pokemon is up to 70 now. As we already know, this gym contains many bosses. So I kept on battling until the very next night, when I finally reached the gym leader. He was quickly defeated and I received the Cold Badge.
Cold Badge.
Day 98. What did I do? I flew around, battled some Pokemons. I was up in the mountains again for some reason. Eventually I traveled home. On day 99, I constructed a new wall for my recent badges. Finally filled a hole in the ceiling of my Poké Center. I saw and defeated a Mega Evolution Blaze again. I did not have many lights on my property, so I placed a couple of torches for now. And finally I picked up my latest fossil Pokemon. It's day 100! Can you believe it? What an adventure it's been! I started with nothing and look at me now. I live in a luxurious home. I have earned 8 gym badges.
Forest Badge, Heat Badge, Mineral Badge, Bug Badge, Earth Badge, Boulder Badge, Cold Badge, and Mine Badge.
I have caught a legendary Pokemon. I have collected many fossils. I didn't catch that many Pokemon, to be honest. It's been really fun. There's still so many Pokemons that I would like to capture. Many more gyms that I want to defeat. Especially those that I have already challenged. And I want to go to other biomes and travel to other worlds. Like that one villager talked about. And lastly, I want to make my settlement even cooler. Add more stuff. Fix the loot house and so on. The last thing I want to say is that I appreciate you guys watching the video to the very end. That means the world to me. Thank you so much and thanks for watching.